bit short. Had to use the toilet. This coffee goes straight through you, man. So yeah, I was as I was saying, yeah, talking about I've decided and got an idea to start to film, at least document daily my mental health and running journey. I'm going through some challenges again, and yeah, struggling at the moment. Not able to work at the moment. Financial challenges, dealing with grief, dealing with a lot of stuff, OCD. So I really want to try my best to come back again, make a recovery, and continue on a lot of the goals that I set myself a few years ago. A lot of those goals, some of those goals were in business, some were outside of business. Just continue to take one day at a time, and hopefully get through it. And hopefully it can inspire some people. Because as I said, if I'm not working, I can't just sit about all day and just give up and just die in depression. I want to at least try and get myself well. As I said, I did some therapy. It's helped. It's not 100% fixed, and I really don't want to go back on medication again. Unless I really have to, then I will. I want to keep doing my running and discipline. And like I said earlier, I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm hoping it's going to be as quick as possible, but it could be 4 months, 6 months. It might be a year. I don't know how long it's going to take until I get past the challenges, the mental health challenges that I'm struggling with at the moment, and the financial challenges that I've got, financial debt. I don't know how long that's going to take to repay. I mean, to be honest, none of us know what tomorrow brings. So yeah, hopefully start from today and just see where it goes. I've got so much to talk about and process. I don't even know where to start. It just feels like there's so much information to get out, and there's a lot of positive stuff as well. Like I've said, it's not just it's not all doom and gloom. Thank God, it's not all depression and anxiety. A lot of the videos that I want to do are about running and how I really enjoyed running. Got into running about, it might even be longer than 2 years now. So I've got quite an obsession, good obsession with running, and it does help. It does help in all areas with daily routine, confidence, mental health. And like I've said throughout the last couple of years on the channel, having a daily routine is crucial, especially if you're going through depression, mental health, or if your business has gone down, or if you've, similar to me, you're doing good, and then some challenging things happen that set you back. Having that daily routine. Well, this coffee's strong today. I can hardly get my breath. Having a daily routine, it does help you. It helps you to just. It really does. It gives you strength every day, and if you keep doing it, all those days that you're putting in effort, they start to add up over a long time, and that's, it's a form of therapy in and of itself. As I said, it's this guy that I followed online. I can't remember what he said. He used a good word. He said personal recovery, I think, is what he called it, and that's a big part of what running can do for a lot of people, and what it's done for me. And it's something that I want to continue doing it. You got to be consistent to get the results, the benefits. As I've said before, with my mental health and with a lot of mental health, it's up and down. You can get days where you're really good, where you're okay, you're stable. You can get some days where actually you're really happy, and you can get days where you feel like you're completely fine, and you don't have any mental health struggles because you're having a good day, or your mindset is just different. Your focus is on positive things. But then the next day it can completely change. You can just be struggling so much and just feel like you can't really face the day. So that's usually a sign when you are going through struggles. That's when I know my mental health's not great, when it's very, very up and down. It's very good morning all you. It's it's unstable. It's like up, down, up, down, or down for a lot of the times, or up too much. But you know, a lot of the stresses today, money, finances, is what causes a lot of mental health problems. You know, on top of people already having mental health, because it just causes stress. You know what I mean? I've said it before. Money, money doesn't give you long-term happiness. But what money does do, from my experience, and even my friends have said this, money does reduce stress. And when you've got less stress in your life, you kind of you are more peaceful and happy. But money in and of itself is not going to give you fulfillment. It's not gonna heal, you know, your broken heart or your mental health challenges. But it definitely lessens stress and anxiety. And if you haven't got money, or if you've got debts, and you're stressing about debts, that just adds to mental health problems, adds to a lot of stress. I mean, I think this is stating the obvious, but maybe some people don't realise that. So it's the stress of not having money, and it's the stress of having debts and bills that does it for me. It puts so much pressure on mental health. It can just trigger all of your other anxieties that you've got, and then obviously the pressure of, you know, caring about family, friends. That's another pressure, and then the pressure of, you know, wanting to be liked by people, wanting to be perfect, even though none of us are. The pressure of being strong. All these things just add more and more weight, and usually a lot of these things are not good. They're not helpful. You know, they may sound good and well-meaning, but they actually, if these things get out of control, they just wear you into the ground. So I try to be mindful and not take these things on too much. Try and reduce them and care less about them, and just focus on just trying to get through each day and try and be grateful. Oh, that's good. You got a new job next Tuesday, yeah? Can't wait to be earning, and good for you, man. That's great. Yeah, and money can bring stress as well. You know, sometimes making a lot of money, well, a lot of the times, especially if you've grown up like me. A lot of people, I grew up poor. We didn't have much money. So if you grow up poor and then you make some money, although you're happy at the start, it can add a lot of stress. You know, it can cause a lot of stress, like anything in life, because then you're worried about losing it. Or sometimes it's happened to me. I've gone through all these feelings of money. You think it's going to make you happy, or you think that when you get a large sum of money coming in, that all of a sudden you're going to be able to fix everyone's problems, you know, family and friends, and all. And when you're surprised that it's not as good as you thought it would be, it can get you down. You know, it can make you feel a bit confused, because you've put such a high expectation on money, and relying on it and hoping and believing that it's going to fix all your issues, it's going to take away your anxieties, and when it doesn't, it's a shock to the system. But of course, we all need it to get by. All need it. You know, not having any money is probably, it's worse. It's worse than what? Again, I suppose it depends on the situation. But no one likes not having any money, and not, you know, not being able to pay bills, or having so much debt that they can't sleep, stress. It's not nice for anyone. But you know, anything that puts too much pressure on, it's not good. It contributes to mental health. Ha! Oh yeah, yeah. I know what it's like to have ravioli in a tin. Ravioli in a tin, it's lovely. That's the thing about a lot of these things I've learned. when you don't worry about money too much, it's easier to earn money, or you're not as pressured by it. But when you start worrying about it, whether that's worrying about losing it or not having enough, then you get depressed. It's a lot of stress is probably the contributing factor to most mental illness, mental health, and unhappiness. And I find going for a running helps if you've got financial stresses about money, whether you've got certain amount or not enough, or bills or debts. If you go for a run, it's not going to, I mean, it's not going to take it all away, obviously, but it helps you. It helps you to calm down and relax and not be so fearful about money struggles. For me, one of the challenges of money is that I've always struggled with the addiction of spending. Whenever I make money, I always end up, which I like being generous. I like being able to buy things for friends, family, but probably overdo it at times through being compulsive and having kind of having addictive personality. And I'm not making excuses, but yeah, some mental health challenges, highs and lows, or boredom, or just the feeling of wanting to get rid of it. Another struggle. But yeah, that's why I love training, because you know training doesn't care about it doesn't money doesn't matter about training. These are the things that are meaningful in life. Like that's the great thing about going for a run in the park. It's free. Well, I don't want to speak too soon. It wouldn't surprise me if they start charging you to breathe. I think Les Brown said that years ago. But you could be broke and you put on some rocky music, or you go for a run. It's free and you get a lot out of it. So not everything in life does require money, and it's the same kind of for like exercising. I know obviously to go to a gym you've got to pay, but you know a lot of boxing gyms are quite cheap. And to be honest, I'm not recommending it, but most of the boxing clubs in London, these are good people. Like if you went down there and you said, look, I don't have any money, and you were genuine, and I'm struggling with mental health, can I work out? Most of them, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, just come in, work out. They got good hearts, they're good people. So you don't really need money to exercise, which is why I like it. And I've said to people before, you don't need technically you don't need money to do live streams. So a lot of the things that I actually enjoy in life, most of them, not all, but most of them don't require having to need money. Thank God. Going for a walk, running. So that's something that I like about it. I can't really find the right words. I think a lot of you will understand what I'm saying. It really is. It's not it's not a fake or egotistical thing. I'm not saying that having money means you're fake and egotistical, but a lot of the times it involves that, as we know, the pressure. Everyone on social media, wanting to show everyone that they've got a lot of money, and I'm just not into that stuff. I just think I know it's fake. It's quick fixes. It's there's no real substance behind it. It's different when someone. It's lovely to see if you see someone that's struggling and they're a good person and they've struggled their whole life, and they've worked hard, or I don't know, someone's helped them, and then they become financially free, and they're just grateful and humble. That's different. It just has a different feel to it. When you can watch, you can get emotional, cry for them, be happy for them, because they're people that have really struggled, and I want them to do well. They deserve it. But when you see people who are arrogant, and they've gone too far, I'm not gonna watch their stuff. It's not real. It's not nice. Not kind. You know what I mean? There's no humility in it, and I don't really want to live my life like that. I don't really want to be a part of that. But obviously, I'm trying not to judge. Obviously, that's because they're struggling. They're struggling with something, and obviously, we're all learning in life. No one's perfect, but still, that's not something that I'm interested in. I don't get any. That's not going to inspire me to be a better person. So I get more inspired from David Goggins because he never brags about money or says, "Look at what I've got." It's always like showing, inspiring people to get through their challenges in life, you know, through running and just through having a strong mindset, not even just through running, just, you know, I get a lot from that. He gives a lot and he gives a lot for free. I appreciate that. And I'm happy for him to, you know, to be a millionaire because he deserves it. He's a good person. He's helped a lot of people, and for me, he's got good attitude towards life, good values. So that's different. That's coming from a different. It's just coming from a different place, basically. Um, well, listen, I'm not an expert on money, so I'm not really in a position to give advice on that. I've helped clients. You know, I'm pretty good at helping clients to. Well, I've been good at helping clients to earn money in their business. What I feel is the right way, being genuine. But when it comes to things like investing, that's not really my skill. I don't know. I don't think do with most people. Well, I think that yeah, I think that's some of it. I don't think that's all of it, but I think that that can play a part. Of course, poor financial decisions. I think a lot of it is around the beliefs that we've got on money, how we've grown up. If you grow up poor, then that can affect your behaviour with money. And the same way, if someone has grown up rich, they've never struggled with money, they're born into money, their attitude is going to be different towards money and probably their behaviour. So our experiences growing up, our values, our behaviours, you know, what we're taught, what our parents teach us, what we learn, that impacts our behaviour. The most important thing for me personally, which is much more valuable than money, is peace of mind. Like, and I've had that before. I know you can get it. All of you can, and that's, you know, money can't buy that. And that's the best feeling in the world, because when you've got peace of mind, when you've got good mental health, when you're happy in yourself and you have that peace of mind, you you're not in pain, you know, and that's, you know, you just can't put a price on that. But the thing with money is, so if you've got peace of mind and you've got good mental health and you've got some money, then you can enjoy the money, you know, and you can use it wisely. This is my opinion. A lot of people are not going to agree with me, but if you've got good mental health and peace of mind and you're financially free, I like to be generous. That's always something that I like to do, with or without money. So you can be generous financially and emotionally, and you can enjoy your money and be humble and not be arrogant from my point of view. And that's great. Then you've got a good relationship with the money because your mental health's good. But if you've got a lot of money, or if you don't have any money and you've got your mental health isn't good, it's it doesn't have much value. It's not as, you don't enjoy it. You kind of resent it. That's how I felt, because you're in so much pain. You can't enjoy the money anyway, because you're not mentally well. You're not in a good place. So I've said it before. It's not something that I enjoy, but you know, I've been happy when I've been on benefits, when I've been on universal credit, and I've had very little money. I've just had a little salary to live on, because at that time I had good mental health. I felt happy. I felt good. I wasn't worrying. I wasn't struggling with you know, major OCD, and I felt confident that I could earn money anyway. That, you know, money could come and go. And I've also been happy when I had money coming in my business and was doing well financially. But like I said, I've been very unhappy and depressed and down and lonely when I've had money, and money's been coming in and business has been going well. I've felt really down because I haven't had peace of mind. Mental health has not been great. You know, I've obviously got friends and mentored many clients that have got a lot of money, and they've not always been happy. A lot of times people are not actually, surprisingly. I'm not saying everyone, but most people actually are not, in truth. Most people, and that's something that a lot of people don't believe because they've never had, maybe large amounts of money. So millionaires, a lot of times, I'm not saying all, but I've worked with some and had friends who are self-made millionaires, are not happy because they're not happy about something in their life. And sometimes, you don't always know why you're not happy. As you know, being human, having a negative thoughts, mind, things that are bothering you. So money is not the be and end all on complete happiness, and it hasn't been for me. And I haven't met anyone. I've never met anyone in life who has told me that that money gave them internal happiness. Never, never. But maybe there are some people out there that have found that, but I've not met them, and I haven't experienced that myself. But yeah, it's nice to have some money when you haven't got any, and there's things that you want to do, and you want more freedom. So again, I don't think it's well, I don't necessarily think it's a straightforward answer like a lot of relationships in life. But as I said, from my own personal experience, peace of mind is the most important factor. Whether you've got a lot of money, a little bit of money, or no money at all, if you've got peace of mind and you're content and happy in yourself, and you feel relaxed, then it doesn't, whether you've got money or not, it doesn't really matter that much. I suppose as long as you've got enough money to eat, shower, and a place to stay. But within all those different areas, if you ain't got peace of mind and you're not happy in yourself, and maybe you don't have enough love in your life, then you're not going to be happy. You're going to be a depressed person who's mentally doesn't have peace with a lot of money in the bank. I think for me, from my experience, it's a nice feeling when you're not you're not focusing solely on money, right? Again, there's nothing wrong if people do that, but this is for me personally. Like if you're running a business or whatever you're doing in life, you're going to a job or you're on benefits or whatever the situation is, you're enjoying your life. You've got something in your life that you enjoy, whether it's a business, it's a hobby, it's work, it's helping people, charity, traveling, you know, managing on very little money, whatever it is in life, you're happy in your life. You've got to focus. You're enjoying it. You don't expect to earn money, and then off the back of your happiness or your hobbies or your good deeds, you start earning money. That's a nice feeling, and I think that's something to be said in that. And I've at times when I've coached clients in business, I've tried to teach them that, and it's not easy to apply it because it's one of those things. If you try and apply it, it ends up not really working. It's a bit like trying to go out and you're trying to force getting a relationship. You're too desperate to get married or find a partner, online dating or going out, and it doesn't work out because you're too desperate and you're kind of not coming from you're not happy. It's hard, but when you're happy in yourself and you're not desperate, you end up meeting someone and then you fall in love and it works out. And money is quite similar to that. There's a lot to be said in that. So that's a nice thing, but that's not always easy to do. And certainly right now, I'm not finding that easy myself. So it's again, it kind of comes back to peace of mind and being content in life and being happy and kind of like not needing so many external things to make you feel good. And that's kind of the irony. But the frustration is when you are struggling with debt and finances and you're worrying about money and you're trying, you're trying to be the best person you can be, you want to do the right things, money doesn't always come that way. That's when we can experience quite a lot of, I guess you could say, bad luck, when things just get difficult, and then you just get more debts coming out of everywhere. Yeah, the housing cost is the same here in the UK. It's difficult for all of us. Same in America. The cost of living has just gone up so much, and that's where there's a lot of financial struggles for people. Personally, what my goal, one of my dreams as a kid, I always had it when I was younger. It's probably naive. I won't be able to do it, but I wish no one could go broke. I wish that everyone could have equal, at least everyone would never have to go without money. But that's not the world that we live in. It's not the rules that it goes by. It's not going to change anytime soon. But I wish it could be that way, because I know what it's like to struggle growing up poor, not having much money, and the shame and the pain and the agony and depression that comes with that. But I also know the nice feeling of when you overcome the fear of money and the shame, and you're more humble. It feels nice to earn money, and it always feels good to give. One of the best feelings. If I had a lot of money now, my biggest joy would not be in having all the money for myself. The biggest joy would be sharing the money with people that I want to share it with, my family, friends, and I just would like to go around, and anyone that I saw that was struggling, and I'd like to do this privately, just give them some money, so that they didn't have to struggle, pay their rent, pay everything that within the right reason, obviously. I wouldn't want to go and give someone money so they can go and no disrespect, spend it on drugs and ruin their life. That's something that I wouldn't want to do. But give them money for things that are going to be positive for them. Certainly not let them go hungry. I don't think anyone deserves to go hungry, have no food, not have something warm. So that's something that I would love to do. And who knows, it's not impossible right now. It's not my main goal in life, but I've always wanted to do that as a kid, and still always wanted to do that as an adult. The joy of that is just like, money can't buy the joy of being kind and helping other people that are in need. I don't think there's any better feeling. I don't think there's any better feeling on earth, maybe other than the love of our family and friends, or the love that we have for our faith. So for me, that's something that I have always dreamed of doing, maybe on a bigger scale. And anyone out there, I know there's people out there that are doing that. I love people that are doing that, and there are a lot of people doing that. I may know who they are. Yeah, we all know that feeling. It's a nice feeling when you're like, if you don't have any money, or if you're down, and someone helps you out and gives you some money, like, how good does that feel? It's not even, yeah, the money does help. You do feel relief because you need the money, but it's more the intention behind it. It's more the fact that someone cares about you, someone cares to help you and to do that for you, even if they give you 20 quid or $10. Just that fact that someone caring, it makes you feel good, and that's a good thing. And in the same way, in reverse, how good does it feel when someone's down and they don't have much money, and you give them some money? And for me personally, the best feeling is when you say, I don't even want the money back, like it's a gift, like don't even ever mention it. Like just the appreciation that someone has is a great feeling. That's gratitude, But you know, you don't have to give people money to be kind. It's not always, money is not always the answer to helping someone. Not always, actually. A lot of the times it's friendship, it's love. Because there's lots of people, as I said, I've worked with clients that have got loads of money, but they're lonely. They don't feel loved. They don't have many friends, or they don't believe that people care about them. They don't trust people. I've worked with so many people like that. I've experienced those feelings too, and they just want someone, you know, that's genuine, that cares about them. Friendship, genuine friendship. Someone who doesn't have a, you know, a hidden ulterior motive. They don't have some hidden agenda. They're not trying to get anything out of them. Just friendship, genuine friendship. That's, yeah. I mean, money can't buy that. It just can't. I think these are things that I've wanted to talk about for a long time on this channel, actually, and these things feel really good to get out because these are things that I really believe in my heart. These are things that I live by. You know, not just not on the video because it's on camera. The video, I'm on video now. These are things that I was brought up with. These are values that I've been living all my life since I was a kid. These are things that actually give me my sense of identity and goodness and value in this world. And that's you know, that's kindness. That's these sorts of, yeah, values, basically kindness. But obviously, you know, obviously we're all human. We're not perfect. You know, I'm the same. We get days where we do get stressed. We do get angry. We do get worried. We do sometimes feel selfish, greedy. Everyone does at times. You know, no one's perfect all the time. And then, you know, you go through that, and hopefully, and then you come out of that, and then you kind of like want to forgive yourself, or pray on it, and realize that you were a bit selfish and greedy, and you feel bad, and then you know, you try to redeem that. You try to make up for that next time. That's all you can do. Good morning to you, man. Probably should have titled this "Money Struggles," but it's a big part of, you know, what I'm about. Philosophies, teaching, values. I made a promise back in 2017, and I've tried to uphold it. It's not been easy though. Put pressure on myself that I wouldn't allow money to destroy me, like I did when I was younger. I wouldn't give it that power. It's not easy, don't get me wrong, because stress, and now I'm going through financial struggles. But I've been able to, thank God, I've been able to fulfill that commitment, because when I've gone through struggles, how can I word this right? Money has not been everything. It's not been what I thought it has. You know, the whole value that a lot of people put into it and meaning, it weren't more important than it wasn't more important than my faith and family, and things in life that are more important: health, family, love, friends, just, you know, day-to-day living. It wasn't. And later on, when I eventually earned more money again and was able to, you know, still enjoy life even through struggles and very little money, I got evidence of that. I had personal experience. That's all you can really get. I think that's a sign of good character, you know, on anyone's part, where someone can still be good when they're not having much money and they're not good. They can still treat people well. They can still like find gratitude in just being alive in the little things. I really do think that's good character. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I've got good character, because, you know, I'm pretty hard on myself at the moment with my challenges, but I see other people like that, the friends that I've grown up with, family, and that's amazing, because not everyone's got that. You know, a friend of mine said that years ago. Some people, they have to have a lot of money in order to be nice with people, nice with themselves, because their character isn't very strong, obviously. Not to put anyone down, just being honest. Obviously, they could change that. That's a message of hope. People can change, you know, as we're all trying to change for the better. But some people need to have a lot of money in order to feel valued in their life, in order to be grateful. And if they run out of money, then they just sort of get you know, they can't sort of find the strength to try and be grateful and be kind to other people and try and, like, you know, make the best of life or the best of the circumstances. Good to see you, Timmy. You all right? How you doing? I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Thanks for asking. I want to do some I need to get my professional camera out again and start doing more YouTube videos. Just been a bit lazy to do them at the moment. The streams are a bit easier, but I need to do some separate videos, as I said, and I want to share my struggles at the moment, journey, running, talk about some things that I've gone through, and try and move forward and inspire more people, and, as I said, get myself back into a better place again. But yeah, you know, back to the running. The running does help. You've got, obviously, you got to be patient. You know, like everything, it's like anything, like a job. You got to do it consistently to get the benefits from it. I mean, you've really got to. I guess you really got to do these things for life, or at least, you know, several years if you really want to get the benefits. Whether that's losing weight, getting fit, getting over depression, or managing your anxiety, mental health, or, you know, building up more confidence to earn more money, or to manage your money better, like we've spoken about today. There's different areas of money struggles. There's the struggle of having a lot of money, the pressure, and then there's the stress and struggle of not having any money or enough money, and then there's the worry of, you know, your money being taken away, or losing your money, or as some of you said, making some negative decisions, and all those different areas. Oh yeah, that's true, Timmy. I didn't think of that. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things that I want to cover on the last few years that are important. I want to put out about dieting and training and the challenge of that. That's really challenging. Dieting is probably the most challenging thing, ongoing challenges. Even when you know, you get your diet good, you lose weight, it's for me personally, it's close to impossible to never eat unhealthy. You do break it. It's difficult, even though healthy food is nice. What's the time? I actually want to try and do a session today, go for a run. This is actually an idea that I had, but I need to get a cameraman at the moment, and my finances are down. I would like to do, I don't know, I'm not sure for how long, but maybe a video just of it's pretty boring and mundane, but it would be interesting to put out a video of my sort of daily routine, even when I'm not working at the moment, not running, you know, I'm not officially working. I need to take some time out, as I said. But I would like to show, like, me getting up in the morning, doing a live stream, and, you know, going for a run, you know, meeting up with friends. Just that routine that I've got, that I've kind of maintained since, I'd say since 2017, 2019, probably more predominantly since 2019, and it really does help. It's been like an ongoing therapy, and that's why I started to teach it in my business. Because having a routine is just good anyway. As I said, it doesn't necessarily mean it don't mean like, oh, you have to have depression or anxiety or OCD to have a daily routine. No, it can benefit everyone. This chair's a bit uncomfortable. So yeah, that's probably yeah, that's kind of what most of what I wanted to say today. Just update everyone at the moment that I'm going through some challenges. I haven't stopped working for a while. I don't know how long it's going to be. Could be a few months. Hopefully, it'll be shorter, but might be long, might be a year. I just don't know at the moment. Just got to get through some of these challenges that I'm going through, and then I don't know, man. I could make a completely different career change at the moment. So much is changing. I don't really know at the moment. That's kind of what's challenging and exciting. How can you convince a person who's got great talent that they do possess the qualities needed to succeed? I mean, that's a good. I think you can only do that if someone wants to be committed. In some ways, you can't. If I'm being honest, I don't want to sound like negative. I mean, it depends on the person. If you try to convince someone of anything and they don't want to hear it, or they're rejecting it, then you can't really. You have to just sort of accept, respect where they're at, and leave them. But if they are asking for mentorship or guidance or help, but they're not believing in themselves, but then you can help them. So it's really about the person. It's whether or not they want the help. It's whether or not they want to be convinced. But some of these they're great questions. They're not indefinite answers. What I'm saying, because there have been cases. I mean, I can use myself as an example where, you can go for a stage where you don't believe in yourself, and you're just so down. You've got so much self-doubt and fear and low self-esteem. But you can hear a talk from someone, and it can accidentally inspire you and change your perspective even shortly that you can succeed. That's what Les Brown done for me when I was struggling in my 20s. But at the same time, I really wanted to change. So I was open. I desperately wanted to succeed, and I was down and going through a bad time. But I have had cases, as I said, where there's been people where I couldn't coach them, or friends at times where I can't help them because they don't want the help. And there's nothing you can do with that. Everyone's got a right to say that they don't want it. So it depends on those factors, I would say, from my experience. But again, some people might disagree. They're gonna, and they could be right. But from my opinion, convincing someone of their talent is a losing battle if they are completely closed and they're not open and they're not committed. They're not at least willing to try. You can't help them. It's not going to work. And any sort of doctor or therapist will tell you that. Even when I've done therapy, they couldn't help me if I weren't committed, and I would have to play my part. So a person at least has to be willing and committed to give it a shot and be convinced that it is possible for them, to succeed with a particular talent that they possess. Yeah, it's difficult at the moment because I'm going through a similar thing. I'm trying to make a decision. I've got a lot of decisions to make, and I want to get back to I want to get back to working more, and I've got so many decisions to make about maybe changing career or continuing doing what I've been doing, mentoring. At the moment, as I said, I'm going through my own struggles with mental health and stress and grief. So a lot of decisions to make. I think the answer is just take one day at a time. That's what I need to tell myself, that I tell my clients and other people, and just see where it goes. Well, yeah, sometimes you do. There's nothing you can do. If someone says they don't want your help, and they want it, you can't force them. That's like almost will become a form of bullying. So yeah, unfortunately, you have to respect their decision if they don't believe in their talent, because then really what you're doing is a bit selfish. It could be falling into, you wanting to control them a bit, and it's not good on your part. So you've got to respect other people if they don't want it. If I, with if someone says to me, if someone's overweight and they're not training and they're down, if I say to them, look, I want to try and help you to start running and losing weight and do what I do in clients or friends, if they say, no, I don't want that, Jonathan, and please respect that. I can't force them. I'll just say, okay, I respect that. You can't do that to someone. You've got to respect people. You might not agree with it, and you can see that they can change, but they don't want it. So you've got to respect that. Not really, Timmy, to be honest. I see what you're getting at. And it's I think you should do it again. It's your decision if it feels right. But now you've said it, it has crossed my mind because you reminded me of it. It wasn't something I've been thinking about recently, but people have been talking about that. So do what's right for you, mate. I appreciate all of you coming on to the streams today. It's actually helped me to make a bit more decisions. How much time I've done. I think that'll be it now, guys. I'm quite tired. I did 2 live streams today. So yeah, I hope you all have a good day, and I'm hopefully going to continue to do some other daily videos as well, and share more thoughts and as I said, on some things that I'm going through, and make some decisions. But yeah, I'll speak to all of you soon. Right, have a good day, and thank you for coming on today. I appreciate it.